What's up, y'all? If you and I haven't met, my name is Rico Gonzalez, and you're watching CCP Podcast.
What's happening, friends of CCP Podcasting? Welcome to, what is this, Legends of Wrestling? That's what we're doing today. That's right. It's gonna be
Yes,
a
sir.
long day for me, man. I'm Chris Page. That gentleman's Eric the Lariat Steele. Watch out, he'll take your head off. What's happening, brother? How you doing?
That's right. I'm doing good, man. Been it's kind of a anxious week, but hey, good week. Good stuff coming out of it, man. Super excited. A lot of good stuff happening on the channel too, man.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of good channel stuff happening, but before I get to the channel stuff, let me say congratulations to you, sir. In your real life, you've got some things happening, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Whenever you're ready to divulge that information to the masses on the channels, that's on you, but shout out to you, sir. Good things happen to good people.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Super excited about this. Got the move's going to be a little moving. I'm still going to be in West Virginia, but right on the border of West Virginia, Virginia. So super exciting.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to for you to get settled in and all that good stuff, and then you're off to the races, brother. Speaking of off to the races, that's where we are on this channel. As you can see on the screen, we've got a new logo. That logo is, and I'm going to get to all that here in just a few minutes before we get started on our program. But I love it. I think it's slick, and there's a lot more coming on that in just a second, actually, right now. Dark Horse Designs at Dark Horse Jacks on Twitter, on Instagram, over on Facebook created our lovely design for us, our new logo. Not only our new logo, but we also have some merch available. I'm going to get to that in just a second. Guys, if you're on the independent scene and you're watching our programs and you do not have merch and you don't know where to begin and you don't know how to start or what to do, hit up Dark Horse Jacks. It's at Dark Horse Jacks on all social media platforms, and she will definitely help you get going. Have that conversation with her. That's exactly what I did, and here we are. We have a store open, which I'll display that here in just a few minutes. We had Cha-Cha Charlie's Beyond the Bell drop yesterday, as of this recording. So we have the month of May right in front of us, and it looks like I need to fix stuff, but I'm not doing it right now. We've got Georgia Wrestling taking over Beyond the Bell next month with Nauseacism on the 3rd, Rico Gonzalez on the 10th, Bryce Cannon on the 17th, IWE Pros, one of the Fed heads, they'll be here on the 24th. And Deion Summers closes out the month of May on the 31st. Georgia's got a lot of things going with professional wrestling on the independent scene, so we've had all these conversations have already done, minus Deion, which is happening today at 11. Solid group of guys that came in and talked to us about the Georgia scene and what they've got going on. It's good stuff. June's is just as loaded. We're going back over to Australia with Bobby Bishop on the 7th and Zach Reynolds on the 14th. Friend of yours, Chance Profit, on the 21st. We were going to have Chance on way earlier than this date. However, when I found out that he was helping out Sigmund with his training camp, I was like, oh, we need to talk to him after that training camp. So it'd be good to get him.
Yeah, that's going on this weekend.
It is. I was just about to get to it. I
Yeah.
saw a picture, man. They got a good turnout there. I know the last time I talked to Matt, he was like, they hadn't quite sold everything, but he was really happy with what they had. But that was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I saw that picture, man. It looked like they came close to hitting their number.
Yeah, they had a solid group when I was looking at it.
It's good stuff. We're going to close out the month of June with Reality of Wrestling's commentator, Kirby Karen. He'll be here. So Beyond the Bell, guys, that series airs over on YouTube. It's video format, so you get to see us have the conversation with these guys. And it's not your typical podcast. We're not we're more interested in what these guys have going on, in the ring as well as outside of the ring. And we try and cover a little bit of everything with these guys. So when you finish watching an episode, you kind of get a little peek into who they are as a person, as well as who they are as an in-ring talent. It's wonderful stuff. Speaking of Beyond the Bell, big announcement here. How about Mike Knox? How about that?
Yeah.
Got his graphic up on the screen right
He's been
there.
about everywhere, man. That's awesome.
We'll be chatting with him. I would probably say that would be a July show, if I'm not mistaken. It could be an August show, but super stoked to get the opportunity to sit down and pick his brain. Dude's been in WWE, Impact Wrestling, currently in the NWA, wrestling with Trevor Murdoch. There's a lot of things happening there. Next Friday night, 7 p.m. It's movie night right here on the channel. No holds barred. That's a thing. It's going to happen. So,
get your popcorn ready, man.
I'm just saying, what's that smell? That's it. That's
Dookie.
the only reason I want to watch it on the stream, man, is that's the biggest line in any movie, I'm telling you. But if you guys are out there and you want to come by and join us for a little bit of entertainment, right here on Twitch, that it won't be airing on YouTube. It's a Twitch exclusive. And I don't even know if I'll put the video out. So the only way to catch us on air is to be here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time next Friday, May the 3rd. Hope is Wonderful. Travis Orndorff, his podcast, I get the privilege to produce. You can find it over on YouTube at Paul1Orndorff. Shows drop every Friday, and that's my 1 o'clock today, Eric. I'm not going to get away from the computer until fucking 3 o'clock this afternoon once it's all said and done. But it's
get you some blue light glasses, man.
It's a powerful show. If you haven't listened to it or you guys haven't seen it, I strongly encourage you to go over to YouTube, take a peek at it. You won't be disappointed. It's not a wrestling podcast. It really is about trying to help people and who are battling with issues or what have you. You won't be disappointed. It's over on YouTube at Paul PAU1 Orndorff, right there on the screen, guys. Give it a subscribe. It's also coming to Spotify. So are we. Did I tell you that?
Nice.
We're going to be coming to Spotify.
Nice. No.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It is everywhere.
Apple Pods is next, brother. The podcast announcements are going to continue. I got a couple more to get through. Eric, I know you got a hard time to get out of here, so I'm trying to make it quick. Shooting the Cannon with Bryce Cannon is coming soon. It will be at Real Bryce Cannon over on YouTube, his YouTube page. So go ahead, shoot on over there, give it a subscribe. He's down and out with an injury. He's going to have surgery here in the next couple of weeks. But when he gets through surgery and he gets through those first couple of days of recovery, we're going to start filming and we're going to be off to the races with that program. It's going to be at Real Bryce Cannon over on YouTube. I mentioned earlier, last one I got, we now have merch, guys. Our merch store link will be down in the descriptions below. It's over on our YouTube page. It's basically anywhere where you've got us. Discord, our links are there. I can't believe that this is a thing. This is brought to us by Dark Horse Jacks over on all socials, Instagram, Twitter, etc., etc. We have T-shirts. We've got mugs. We've got a sticker up there right now. The T-shirt colors, dude. I don't know if you had a chance to see them yet. I don't think there's a color we don't have, and and they look great. I've already gotten mine. It's coming in the mail. I've got a pink one and a blue one, and I got a mug coming. But if you want to support us, guys, that's the easiest way outside of following us and subscribing to our channels. Head over to our merch store, pick up some merch, and we've got more stuff coming. Lots of new designs. Goth, I know you're in chat. We are creating we're going to amend the 2 shirts that you have on the screen right there, and on the back they're going to say professional wrestling brings people together. So we'll have that out there. It's good stuff. If you want to support us, guys, that's the easiest way to do it. Let's get into why we're here today, my man. The $1 Million Man, before the $1 Million Man, was Ted Dibiase. Let me fix the screens.
Yeah.
All right, while I'm fixing the screens, why don't you tell me a little bit about your knowledge of Mr. Dibiase and why we're doing the show today on Teddy?
Ted Dibiase, second generation superstar. Back before there wasn't a ton of second generation superstars. Man, he was huge in Mid South. I had a run in Georgia Championship Wrestling that was big as well. Uh, at one point, he was slated to win the NWA World Title. I don't remember exactly what happened with why he didn't win the NWA World Title. Ted Dibiase is arguably top 5 best wrestlers to never be world champion. So I don't know a whole lot about his. Like we're watching something from '79, so I don't know a whole lot about him back then. I remember the glove gimmick; he would do the loaded glove. Huge feud with Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Jake the Snake in Mid South. That carried over to had the feuds in WWF as well. So it's going to be really interesting, entertaining because I don't think I've seen any of these matches. So I'm super excited to jump into them, man. Watch this great technician work.
I haven't either. So I know that you said you had a hard out at 9, which is like an hour and 15 minutes away from now. And by the time we get there, you won't be able to see the match that I saved for last. So I'm thinking about pulling a switcheroo and starting with what should be our main event because I know that you've got a love for Brad Armstrong, just like I do. So would you rather you want to pull that switch and start with the Brad Armstrong match so you get the opportunity to see that one?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let me fix the screen real quick, and then we'll go back to the beginning with the Greg Valentine match. But yeah, as we get started, I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about Brad Armstrong and our huge fandom of his because I think he's an unsung hero. Let's make it happen. 3, 2, 1, play. And this is 1985. So I do want to say, guys, if you're watching this over on YouTube or you're here live with us, we're watching stuff from like the late 70s into the mid 80s. So you're not going to see the $1 Million Man on this show. We're going to see Teddy before the $1 Million Man was the $1 Million Man. Look at Brad Armstrong. Look how good a shape he
could be. Bro, he was always in great shape. He was so good. So I remember I would always see him on World. Like I got Worldwide all the time, and Brad Armstrong was like always one of the man. He is super jacked. His arms are huge. He was always like the main event or close to the main event on Worldwide. Dusty Rhodes would put him over every time, and Dusty Rhodes would always say Brad Armstrong is the kind of man that could beat Ric Flair on any given night. Dusty was always praising him strong. There's a guy, it's like WSI, does shoot interviews, does the show with Dutch that we watch. But his shoot interviews, every time, he always has a question that he asks people at the end. And always say, most entertaining guy in the locker room. And the number one answer is Brad Armstrong.
I think Armstrong's an unsung hero, and I think he needs to make our Legends series. We need to add him to the spreadsheet.
Oh, man, that'd be great. He was so good. He just didn't, I don't know why, but he was just one of those guys that the charisma that he had in the locker room and with all of, the entertainment he had in the back just didn't translate over to on screen for some reason. Like, imagine if you had Road Dogg's charisma with his body and work rate. How good he was.
I don't ever know why he didn't get over as much as he did, or as well as he could have. I mean, I guess it could also have been the time frame,
Yeah, he just didn't he didn't have that translation to the on camera for some reason. It wasn't a great interview.
He could have a fantastic match with just about anybody, though.
He could, but his peak career, like the peak moments of his career, were about talking him into the building. It wasn't about wrestling him in the building,
Yeah, true. You can't ever forget the Candyman.
or was it Arachnid? Arachnophobia? His Spider-Man gimmick?
Yeah. Arachnophobia, I think is what it was.
Bad Street 2. Look, man, such a beautiful arm drag.
It's just one of those things that they can be so over in the territories. It just depends on where you're at and what's going on around you, I think. Like, this is Tulsa, Oklahoma. I believe this is Mid Sout, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, see, I don't know what was up with the glove that DiBiase wore in that era. Like, that was his heel gimmick. He wore the glove.
Yeah, he'd load that glove. I remember we did a JYD spotlight, and one of the matches that we pulled to watch was the North American Championship. Dog had it coming in, and it was when DiBiase turned heel on him. He turned heel on him by loading the glove, man, and stole the championship, and then it just became part of his deal. I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about Ted Dibiase, because I don't. And I would imagine that that's a piece of where the gimmick came from. But think too.
Yeah, I would say you're right.
Mid '80s, man, that shit was over like Rover.
Speaking of over like Rover, look at this curly mullet of Brad Armstrong's. That is over with me, man.
He definitely put the perm in for sure.
Yeah, maybe just let his soul glow. The love so silky smooth. I think that's the funniest movie of all time, too, man. That's my favorite comedy movie. He gonna break that arm.
Oh yeah, he is. He wants to snap it like a twig.
It's like I'll miss that, man. Like picking a body part, working around. Like I like that.
Some of the stuff's a lost art now, man.
Yeah, I've always said like probably my biggest dream match is like 1992 Brad Armstrong and Bret Hart.
Yeah, you have said that a couple of times on the show.
Like, man, I'll say it again. I'm sure I'll say it again.
Oh yeah, it's one that didn't happen, and it should have.
It would have been so good, man. And yeah, him. You talked about him and JYD. I can't believe I forgot about that. Like that was a huge feud in Mid South, which I don't know a ton about Mid South like I do. I don't know as much about Mid South, I should say, as like Georgia or Mid Atlantic. I might know a little bit more about Portland than Mid South, but Mid South was a huge territory, and DiBiase was a huge part of it. His feuds with Duggan. Well, him and Duggan had a stable together there in the Rat Pack
with
him,
Matt
Duggan, and Borne.
Yeah.
His feuds with JYD and Jake were huge there. Him and Jake had a huge feud in WWF too.
Yeah.
His match with Jake and Ted Dibiase's match from WrestleMania 6 is probably got one of the best, if not the best, Jake the Snake promo ever too.
Well, we're gonna see DiBiase and I'm gonna see DiBiase and Jake.
See Jake. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm going to a show today. I got some business I gotta take care of before I go, so I gotta get it all situated.
Well, where you at tonight?
Parkersburg, West Virginia, for Real Shoot Wrestling.
Okay. Are you going to claim some more gold?
No gold tonight, but I do get to wrestle an old friend, man, that I've known for a very long time. We've only wrestled each other one time, so looking forward to doing it again.
Slow psychology in this match is good.
Yeah. Working the arm, Ted trying to run away. He ain't having that. You want to throw hands? He can throw hands too.
Almost a teabag cover. That's what I call those.
So back in the day, I used to do a move called the teabagger. So I would body slam somebody, I'd pick him up, and I'd body slam him, right? I'd bend over when I was body slamming them. So I'd slam them, and I would just grab their legs. I'd pick their legs up. So I got their legs pulled up over their heads, and I'm standing over top of them. And I yell, teabagger, and I would jump up and come down and put my knees, like, I'm doing like this, like you can see my hands. I put my knees on either side of their head and just, like, drop my whole body right on. Right on.
Better hope you washed your gear.
Just imagine Vader doing that with his stinky gear, right? Hope I didn't have Mexican for lunch when I'm doing it. So.
Armstrong still working this arm. Looks like Dibiase's going for the eyes.
Like, I'm changing the subject.
Yeah, no Mexican food. My stomach gets upset just thinking about it or hearing it.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about
a hot shot.
Yeah, talk about a tide turner, man. Dibiase just strictly put it out there and shifted the momentum with that hot shot or that stun go. And I believe Dibiase had scanned.
I think he did. Oh, nice boot to the head. Dibiase was really good, man. Like, his promos were really good. His work was very solid. Like I said, he's in my top 5 of best people to not win the world title, you know. I guess he technically had the world title for about a day or week or something when he bought it from Andre.
You want to talk about a killer angle, man. I was a kid when that happened, and I still remember it. Man. I was not happy.
That's the start of the Mega Powers, and the Mega Powers exploded, and you know how much I love that angle.
Mm-hmm. You can catch that on our VODs right here on Twitch. The Mega Powers exploded. We did that for a milestone, I think. Was it a milestone or was your birthday? It was one of the two.
Yeah, my birthday. Yeah. So get out of here, ref.
Dibiase.
Man, he sold so well. Like, he's so good. So Brad Thomas, that's doing the Brad Joseph, that's doing the camp with Sigmund and them.
Yeah.
I told you, it hasn't worked in a long time. Man, he is the closest thing to Brad Armstrong I've ever seen in person. Works so much like Brad Armstrong, man. Sells like him. So that's what I always say, like, such a good babyface, man. He was great. Or, like I said, so much like Brad Armstrong. He always said Brad Armstrong was his unicorn. So
Brad, you need to hit him up and get him on the show.
I'm sure he would, man.
Hit him up.
I said he doesn't really, he hasn't wrestled in a long time, but
still, it's
he was very good. Like, yeah. That project you and I have talked about doing in the future. I'm gonna be doing in the future, you know. I definitely want to have him on there.
Looks like Goth's marking out for the Jake and Snake Roberts match.
Read this.
The screen froze on you? It's not froze on my end.
It's probably extra cold there. Not as warm as it is in Florida. It's hard for anything to freeze.
That's a good point. I can't wait to get out of Florida, bro. Just telling you. It's coming.
Really? And I've heard the cost of living's expensive.
It's ridiculous.
Very high. I mean, you told me how much you're paying for rent before, so I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that number's cut in half, got downsized. Ended up taking a spot where I'm working. But I also hate it too, because it's just like, I used to have a bigger room. I could have set up a lot more stuff. I'm now confined.
Yeah.
Not a matter of if, but a matter of when.
Have to cost half the room, though, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Look at Brad working up here. I feel like he's going to get cut off.
And then people behind him, man. There's people behind him. We should put Bullet Bob on here sometime, too, for Legends, man.
Yeah. Add him to our sheet. If he's not already there. There it is. You son of a bitch.
I say he's pulling my hair. Oh, man. Just classic heel stuff right there, man. He's pulling my hair. And then he pulls the hair. Look, the crowd was into it too, man. Like they liked it.
Oh yeah,
About
there's
to fire up on the. You know that hand's going to stop. He's going to start firing up. I can't wait.
There's Agbar. He is out there on the floor.
Like I like how the referee just holds him to the finger at the very last second before he lets go. You think UFC killed the drop the hand 3 times gimmick?
I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of UFC, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, I mean, I think the rise in popularity of the UFC and MMA. Do you think that kind of killed the whole check the hand 3 times when somebody's getting choked out gimmick?
No, because it still happens. I mean, it's rare that the hand drops for the 3rd time.
Oh,
look at that inside cradle. Hope spot.
That was nice.
Because
I know, like the rise of the UFC and MMA brought about tapping out in pro wrestling. Because you didn't have tap outs before. They would just say, "Oh, they submitted," or they would check the hand 3 times. But the rise of popularity of MMA, you started seeing people like tap out, and you kind of seen when people get choked out, you stop doing like the check the arm 3 times stuff, in mainstream wrestling.
The only time I still see that spot being used is if it's a sleeper hold. It's usually about it. So I guess I guess in a way I can agree with you and say probably so, because I see more tap outs than I do arm checks.
Yeah, or like I can't remember the last time I saw him check it 3 times. I've seen him like check it once and be like, "Oh, he's out," and like just call him out. Like they're just choked out.
That sounds like.
And I get I know some younger people. I know some younger people, man. I knew a guy who was like a younger promoter and tried to book more like. I don't mean this is like a negative term, but tried to book more like super indie shows. He would always be like, "Don't do the 3. Check the arm." Like, you're taking away part of the suspense and the storytelling,
Yep.
They thought it was corny, and I don't know if other people think it's corny or not, but sometimes corny's good. Oh, I always love that spot, the axe handle punch in the stomach flip.
Yeah, the flip over always made it special to me. Yeah, it's easy to drop down to your knees, but when you get that little flip, it's so much better.
Punch in the stomach so hard you did a flip. But Brad Armstrong had a nice right hand too, man. He put like his whole body into it.
I thought he threw a pretty good super kick too.
His Russian leg sweep.
Before that became an everyday thing. Or a savate kick, as people used to refer to it as.
Yeah, savate kick. Only super if it's the finish. Any other time it's savate.
Nice strike kick.
Was there anything Brad Armstrong didn't do good? Like
cut a promo.
Nice lap, yeah. I like promo. Yeah, you're right. That was the most important thing for the time. Oh, missed the big knee drop.
Oh, Dibiase ate that middle buckle.
Look, I'm pulling for Brad Armstrong here.
Here comes the fuckery. Watch Teddy. Watch Teddy. He is loading the glove.
He's loading that glove. Called it, man. He's got the power of the punch.
Knee lift. I used to think Jake Roberts threw a badass knee lift back in the earlier days when it was his finish.
Yeah, he did. Look, he's going to get him. His knee lift, man, his short arm clothesline.
Oh, there's the punch.
Oh, I thought he was going to do it when he picked him up for like the belly to back. I thought he was going to do the punch and fall on top of him.
I like the teasing of it and not just going straight to it. I like the little hope spots after the fact.
God, it's hot.
Yeah, man, that right hand. Good match.
I was kind of like excited when Jake Paul brought back like the brass knuckles. He's got the titanium fist gimmick. I was like, man, I think like that's a gimmick that you don't see enough anymore. It's still believable. The power of the punch too. Like,
Facts. I thought it was good.
got just like old stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's because we're old, man. It happens.
That was a good match though.
It was.
Or get off my lawn.
That's me.
That was a heck of a.
Literally told Rico, we recorded with him on Wednesday night. I was like, man, I'm sorry. I'm so old. I'm that get off my lawn guy compared to a lot of you kids in the game. Man. Like, I'm just that guy.
Kids these days.
And I'm okay with it. Yeah, Goth.
Apparently my subscription is
I don't know.
run out and I got to renew it.
The screen's not freezing on my side. It's paused now, so yes, there's nothing playing, but I would suggest refreshing or closing out and reopening your Twitch.
Turn it off, turn it back on again.
We're going to go to what's listed as the first match. The WWWF 1979. You said it correctly. Greg Valentine taking on Ted Dibiase. So I'm very interested in this just because I still think one of the greatest memes ever created is the Greg Valentine correlation to a school teacher, a PE teacher in the 80s. Or 90s. It's great. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. And as this one's
I always like sending people memes to break down from the
As this one started, Eric, I'm going to step out. The better half got up. I can hear them. Just need to go tell them good morning, and I'll be right back.
All right, man. Sounds good. I got a feeling this match is going to be hard hitting, man. Greg Valentine was a slugger.
Both men feeling each other out here.
Also, Greg Valentine must have had knees of iron to never wear knee pads. Couldn't do it.
Well, we're looking for a clean break here on the part of Valentine. I think we might just see
My
one.
knees hurt already. Switching.
Yes, we did.
Especially like the WWWF rings. And those rings were notoriously super hard.
Aware of an upcoming card Friday, September 14th at the beautiful Nassau Coliseum. Fantastic night of wrestling schedule there for Friday, September 14th with the man you're seeing in the ring right now, the master of the figure 4 leg lock, Greg Valentine, taking on the one and only Chief Jay Strongbow. And a special attraction bout on the card will pit the massive, impressive, powerful 318-pound of Nikolai Volkov against yours truly, Gorilla Monsoon. Plus 2, 4,
I wonder
6,
if this
8,
is
10,
like
12, 14 other wrestlers on
when
the
DiBiase
same card.
first got
Should
started,
be a
I would imagine.
fantastic night of wrestling heading out to Long Island Friday night, September 14th at the Nassau Coliseum. Greg Valentine really applying the pressure here on this armbar. It's sort of an upside-down wrist lock is what it is.
Also, this is from
Valentine,
Gary
a master of
Capetta, too.
manuals. DiBiase coming out nicely right into a standing wrist lock. DiBiase doesn't have to take a back seat to anybody. Oh, there's a double cross for you.
Match has got to be his and Piper's dog collar match. That was brutal.
Just dropped him flat on his keister with a beautiful knee right into the solar plexus. Greg didn't like it. He's bailing out. Greg Valentine might have had the wind knocked out of him there. Taking a little breather outside the ring now. Fans all over him like a new suit.
Slow, ref.
Well, Greg's back in there now. Well, halfway anyway. Dick Worley sort of stepping up the pace on the count there. Make sure Valentine gets in there.
How much taller than Valentine DiBiase
Both
was.
men beginning to sweat
And
now.
DiBiase is a pretty tall guy, but
It's quite warm here under these TV lights, but the building is wonderfully air conditioned, and certainly is a pleasure to be out here in this building and to be working with Resorts International. They're a wonderful outfit, and it certainly has been a pleasure for us to be working with them. Forearm smash, a beauty by Valentine, and a flying mare takes him over. Valentine going to work on the rib cage now, kidney area, right back to that arm bar. Oh, now he had a chin lock there, which would have been very effective because he's pulling the arm one way, pushing the chin the other way. There it is. We're not actually constructed this way, and you don't bend that way too well. Something has to give. Dibiase, I've seen him in many matches, can absorb a great deal of punishment.
Arm.
Well, when I was his age, I guess I could absorb a lot of punishment too, but the injuries I got 10 years ago are really doing a number on me today. Greg Valentine in control here. Very impressive arm bar, taking its toll on Ted Dibiase. Ted over by the ropes. This will break.
I think Valentine will be on the leg since he does the figure four, but
he won't get a clean break here.
He's done a good job of taking care of that arm. Oh, punch him in the armpit.
Valentine, a master at taking one part of the body and working and working and working on it until he weakens it up to the point where the guy forgets about everything else, and he's going to be able to beat him. Nice take over there. Down for a cover, but only a 2 count.
As Kimura flip over into the pin.
Still holding on to that arm bar. Ted's got a number of choices here as to how to move out of this. Get up to his feet in a standing position, go behind, slam, standing wrist lock, which he just turned it into. Everything is pretty even
basic,
right at this point,
good back and forth chain
left
wrestling
arm has
here.
got to be hurting. Dick Worley coming around to this side.
Battle of the leverage. Dibiase, taller man, should get the leverage advantage.
Oh, nice leg trip by Valentine.
Oh, nice drop kill.
Another nice kickoff by Dibiase. Arm drag by Dibiase. Another arm drag.
Arm drag.
Dibiase getting going here, puts an arm wringer out of his own. Ted Dibiase taking a page out of the book of Greg Valentine, going to work on this arm wringer. And he drops another
Valentine with the black hair. We should get some hunka hunka burning love in here. Rhythm and blues, baby.
Well, that knee into the triceps certainly will take its toll. Fans right along with the count here, counting as Ted Dibiase's dropping those knees.
Oh, man, he wearing that arm out.
Asking for a submission. Now Dick Worley right around there asking Greg, do you want to pack it in? Obviously saying no, we can't tell from our vantage point. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the Mighty Midgets. Probably 4 of the best 10 midget wrestlers in the entire world today. Dibiase going for a pin here. Still got that arm barred underneath there in a hammerlock, and he's right over with a bar and chancery on the other side.
I'm good in that
Very effective
wrestling,
pinning
man.
combination, a 2 count there. Another 2 count. Greg just able to get that left shoulder up. Ted really applying the pressure. Good pinning combination here.
I need a little Peggy Sue.
Valentine over now on his stomach, waiting the pinning
Little honky
combination.
tonk, man.
Little Sherry
The
Martel.
midgets will be Billy the Kid and his partner.
Sherry
Hyman the
Martel is
Terrible,
Peggy Sue, right?
as they take
Nope.
on Tiny Tom
Go right to
and
the
Butch
mat.
Cassidy.
You see the
Boy,
dark
I'm
side
waiting
on
for that
Cherry?
one. There's a couple of
Actually,
counts
just
there on
watched that
DiBiase.
day before
Greg
yesterday.
Valentine seems to be a deliberate
Yeah, I did
chokehold
too.
here. Referee Dick Worley caught it.
Yeah.
Elbow
I haven't seen too much of the I think I've only seen like 1, maybe 2 episodes of this season, you know. And before I'd watch them on YouTube, I'd even I just go ahead and buy the episodes on YouTube and watch them. But haven't been able to do that this year. Like I couldn't even find them on there to buy.
Saying, hold on a minute, let's talk this over.
The
I've
better
only
half
seen
watched
Earthquake
it.
and oh yeah,
Yeah, I got to reminisce and
Valentine
give
very
him
clever,
stories with
very
Sherry
ring
the
wise,
week, the 2 weeks
enormous
that I had
ring
with her
savvy.
back in.
DiBiase,
yeah, that's awesome, man.
maybe a little bit
2000.
less because Ted
It
hasn't
was
been around as long as Craig has.
24 years ago. I used
Both
to be
come from
cute,
wrestling
man. I
fathers.
used to
Greg
be a
Valentine,
stud.
the son of the infamous Jenny Valentine. And
What you talking
Ted
about? I still
DiBiase, the
am.
son of the
I'm talking about
very,
me,
popular
brother.
Mike DiBiase.
I'm good from here up.
just kidding, man.
Takes a side headlock. Greg is going to whip him into the ropes.
It's like this, so you get to see all my best features.
I mean, I'm no sexy goth by any means.
And another one.
But who is? Besides Goth.
There's only one.
Greg Valentine now going to work on the arm.
Yeah, man, my wife, she'll watch a little bit of wrestling. Like, she's not into the matches. She gets into some of the stories a little bit, you know. But she likes Dark Side of the Ring. Like, she gets into Dark Side of the Ring. She thinks it's interesting.
Greg Valentine can hurt you.
We're gonna start filming some wrestling docs for Patreon.
Nice.
There you go, guys.
Greg Valentine now.
Twitch exclusive.
Starting to
We're
turn
working
Ted
on
over. Another good
Patreon
pinning
content.
combination.
We'll
His
open
shoulder's
up
not quite
Patreon
down. Now
page
it's
probably
down
the
to
next 3 months.
two count.
One of the first shows we're doing, Eric, is the Rock and Wrestling cartoon series from the 80s.
I love it.
Got that shoulder up there again.
What was the anime Niku Muscle or something like that?
It's a hammerlock with an armbar here.
You know,
Ted Dibiase in a
ever see it?
bridge here.
No, I didn't watch
This is
it.
what wrestling's all about, ladies and gentlemen.
So I didn't either. But I remember just like it was past the age of when you would watch Saturday morning cartoons. You know, like you were a little bit too old for Saturday morning cartoons. But I was flipping through the channels and I saw this wrestling cartoon on. It was an anime. Let me see what it's called. I'll send you a clip of it if I can find it, man.
I believe Ted's going to make his way.
And like one of the main villains was based on Kevin Nash.
Valentine, for some reason, turned loose of that armbar.
Yeah, Ultimate Muscle is what it was called. Kimiku, man, and he did the Muscle Buster. So like I saw the Muscle Buster on the show way before I ever saw Samoa Joe do it. I don't know if that's where Samoa Joe got it or not. I'm not saying that, but that was his finisher, was the Muscle Buster.
You better be careful, brother, because they're gonna say that you said it.
That's fine. I mean, you can tell Samoa Joe I said it. I don't think he's gonna care, but you know, you can tell him I said it. Maybe we're working an angle. We'll get a match out of it.
You know? A solid match so far. They're really working.
It has been. The mat wrestling's been great. I'll send you the on the Wikipedia. But it was interesting. Like I only watched a couple episodes of it. Like I said, the main character was based on like Kevin Nash. Like his name was similar to Kevin Nash. He looked kind of like Kevin Nash, a super shredder. So it was definitely interesting.
Oh, he went to the leg.
Sent you the.
Valentine now going to work on the leg.
Why did I feel like he was going to try and hook him up for a pin with feet on the ropes out there?
Boy, just finished punishing Ted Dibiase with that armbar and chance.
You know, dude, I
now
usually
he's
don't
going
talk
to work
about
on the left leg of Ted
on
Dibiase.
any of the shows because it's not related to EFED by any means.
Onto that left knee.
I got a pretty
away at the
interesting
knee pad
little tag match coming up.
Tearing the knee pad right off Ted Dibiase. He wants to go to work
Chris
on that
Page
knee.
gets the team with Thunder and Terry Marshall.
Certainly should be. The man's in there
you want to talk about a pairing that's never happened before.
They should be allowed to wear it. Ted Dibiase in a little bit of trouble right now. Greg Valentine
It'll be. I think it'll be fun of
uncovered left knee of Ted Dibiase, and he certainly is.
The game.
Your audio went out. What'd you say?
I said it's gonna be. Last time. Was it God? It was Oz. No, it looked more like Super Shredder because if you're not aware, Goth, people aren't. Kevin Nash played Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. He was Super Shredder.
Boy's got that leg pulled up there. You could pop the cartilage right out of the knee so easily there.
You know a movie role that I often forget about,
there's so many things Valentine can do to you.
The Undertaker.
Those lateral ligaments can only take so much pressure. Here's a half crab now by Valentine. This is a submission hole, but I don't think DiBiase.
And then he's never say anything.
Ted is not a quitter.
So his name in the Ultimate Muscle was Kevin Mask, and he looks like Shredder with long hair.
Trying to muscle out of it. The fans are
he was like a main heel. He was like a top heel.
Let's see how Teddy can come out. And he does. He muscled it out. Throwing Greg Valentine
nice counter there.
Greg a little disgusted about it, but Ted in a lot of trouble with that left leg.
It's gonna get like you, especially for TV, man. You know, he's a good baby face too.
Valentine with a flying mare snaps him over. Elbow smash to the top of the head. Going to go right back to work on that leg. You can bet on it.
Just throws him back down. Get out of here.
Oh,
And Ted Dibiase kicked him off with that free leg before he could complete the figure 4 leg lock.
I thought I was saying earlier, like, I'm surprised he's not working on the leg,
Lying there again.
considering, he did the figure
He's going
4.
around for it again.
He just
through.
whips him with that
And
nail.
kicks him off right into the turnbuckle.
He whips his head back and forth.
Dibiase,
Whips his
no
head
dummy
back
out
and
there.
forth.
Still in a lot of trouble. Enormous pressure has been
is
applied
this
to the
match
left leg
prior
of
to
Ted
when they
DiBiase.
ran the
So
angle
much so
in
that even though Craig
Crockett,
Valentine is in a
where
very
Valentine broke
precarious
Wahoo's
position,
leg?
Ted now coming
This
to
is
life a little
79.
bit.
I
Going
can't
to work
remember
on
when
Craig
when he broke Wahoo's
Beautiful
leg.
chop.
I'll throw that in the Google machine.
Forearm smash. Valentine
I
seems
feel
to be in
like
a little bit
it
of
might
trouble
have
right
been
now.
a little before.
It was
DiBiase going for a
after
leg
it.
drop.
It happened
Yes,
after?
knee drop right across the throat. This could be it.
Yeah,
One,
that happened in
two.
77.
Valentine just stopped
Okay,
with a
so
handcuff.
this match is after that, yeah. It's a Valentine, man. That put
Yeah.
Valentine
DiBiase going
over
for the
huge.
elbow smash, successful. They'll go
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
that was a
cover
huge
here.
deal, man.
Whirly right there, 1,
Valentine
2.
was
Only a 2
a
count.
really good
Wasn't
bruising
as
heel,
close
like
as
in
the
the
last
70s,
count.
man, and in the 80s. Like I said, his dog match with Roddy Piper is probably my favorite match he ever had. And it's brutal, man. It's so
Right
brutal.
hand. Sends Craig to the mat, and Ted is going to work on that left leg. And it's a spinny toe hold, and
Nope.
he gets thrown outside the ring. Ted Dibiase out on the ring floor. A little reversal there.
You gotta
What
think,
done
man,
to
he,
Craig
like,
Valentine just a few
Valentine
moments
was
ago.
in main promotions for 3 decades. Probably, he was 70s, 80s, 90s.
Oh, hits Valentine with a shoulder smash.
Like by the,
Ted still
the
hurt.
90s, the end of the
And
90s,
Valentine with a powerful forearm.
he wasn't like a main star, but man, he was
DiBiase
still
has his
there.
leg hooked in the ropes.
Nope,
Trying to
tied
get
up in the
there.
ropes.
He didn't get his
One
leg.
second, I'll be right back.
Dick Whirly gave
Count
him a
out.
5 count. Hooked in the ropes, and the winner is
Wow,
Jeez.
that's a different finish.
It is.
My God, what a finish
So
that
back
was.
before
Wow. I'm
referees
not seeing
thought
that
it would be
before.
cool to help out and try and get you untangled. I'm just going to count you
As his
out.
leg was caught in
Was it a
between
3
there from
count?
forearm
No,
smash.
it
As he
counted.
was stepping back into the ring, referee Dick Whirly,
10 count.
and rightly so, 5 count when a man is tied in the
Oh,
ropes.
and he was on the
Oh.
apron,
Won the
too.
match. The
5
Craig
count
Valentine
when someone's
stepped
tied
to
in the
ring to
ropes
get
is
the
what
official
Monsoon
time.
just said.
That's a good way to come back.
Boy, Ted DiBiase very unhappy.
All right.
Man.
So you talked earlier, Eric, about the Rat Pack. This is a tag team match. It is Ted DiBiase and Matt Borne as the Rat Pack, taking on the Junkyard Dog and Mr. Olympia. This, I believe, is for their tag titles, and I believe it is no disqualification. So
Oh, man. You know what that means.
it means I need to fix the damn screen. That's what that means, because I just saw it.
Means things are going to get brutal and most likely bloody,
Yeah.
especially in Mid South.
Let me fix all this. And bloop. And bloop. Alright, let's put the match up here. Fuck it, we're gonna put it right there. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Match. This is a title match.
Oh,
for
man,
the
that is well. I'm
Mid South
turning.
Tag Team
I'll be
Championship.
right back and step away
No
real quick.
disqualification,
Back.
Yeah, man.
one fall or remaining television time. In the red corner at 268 pounds from Omaha, Nebraska, the North American heavyweight champion, Ted Dibiase. And his partner at 243 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, Matt Borne.
Matt Borne rocking the fedora. Uh-oh. I need to mute that so we don't get popped on YouTube. Oh, so it's JYD and Mr. Olympia. Here we go. Coming in with the straps. Ooh.
This is more than just titles. This is more than a wrestling match. This is for who walks tall with their head high in Mid South and says, I'm number one. This is for the balance of power. DiBiase with the North American title. If he loses the fall, he would have to leave Mid South for 90 days.
You got Bill Watts on the call.
He would be stripped of that title. So a lot riding on DiBiase. Hacksaw Newton, who had just taken the Louisiana title from Iron Mike Sharp, is not here. Maybe he is not as tough as his reputation from the NFL and what we've been saying. Maybe he was afraid of losing the Louisiana.
Looks like Teddy's going to start it off against JYD.
And of course, there's the man in the middle, the man that's all around, right there, JYD. The man they constantly put the pressure on. I don't know how, he must have a year's supply of Maalox or something because his guts have got to burn when they try to get on him. And the way they try to do it,
Trading shots. Not the move to make. Oh. Cradle by the dog. Just a 2 count. Russian leg sweep.
Watched him grow and become, in Mid South, the foremost premier athlete in wrestling today. One fall, no disqualification.
JYD says bring it.
Television time remaining. Everything else is standby. And of course, speaking of it, we got main events right on down. Mr. USA Tony Allison, his first live appearance. A man that bench presses 600 pounds. The most
No DQ, but it definitely counts you out of the ring.
Mr. Wrestling 2. Also from Houston, gorgeous Gino Hernandez as Paul Bosch comes here. And the talent from Houston starts moving in and making the onslaught on the Mid South.
Oh, DiBiase said I've had enough. All right. Tag in Matt Borne. Here comes Mr. Olympia.
But here we see Matt Borne again.
Matt, hide your sister Borne from Buddy Rhodes. Back body drop. Here comes Ted. Oh, he's cut off by the dog.
Like I say, even the marker from the state fair, the gorilla that came in and he's decided to stay, was inviting everybody to enjoy the fair after the conclusion of the taping here at the Irish McNeil. It's all here. Paul Bosch, Boyd Pierce, you're here, we're here, and you people at home are here.
Oh, look at the dog with a back heel trip.
Got Matt Borne on the mat. Matt Borne catches the dog. A quick one into the solar plexus
Snap
on the
there by
break.
Borne.
Again, that's no disqualification. You remember a few weeks ago, we had a situation where Mr. Wrestling 2 was supposed to be the referee. And involved in that match was the referee disguised as
Future
Wrestling
Doink
2
the
and
Clown
tried to
there, bud.
overturn that decision, saying that he would not honor it. But he said, had there been a no disqualification match, he would have been forced to honor it.
Oh, DiBiase cut off again, this time by Mr. Olympia.
It's Katie by the door, and you know that you people at home are getting it.
Oh, they took a shot of somebody in the crowd. I don't know who that was.
Arena in the country out, giving it to you right here at home because he feels so strong that this issue has to be settled once and for all. Because we're leading into the big Superdome in downtown New Orleans and also the big spectaculars.
Crowd solidly behind JYD and Olympia here. Rightfully so.
The Martin Coliseum in Little Rock, the Fairgrounds Coliseum in Jackson, the Rapides Parish Coliseum in Alexandria, Lake Charles Civic Center, Thibodeau, Baton Rouge, Central Black, you name it. It's
Tag
happening in
made.
the South.
Finally, there's DiBiase. Got caught.
Hard drag. Mr. Olympia shows that skill with DiBiase, and he tags the hammer. He tags the man in the JYD.
JYD. Who? So I am not sure who Mr. Olympia was.
I'm not either off the top of
You
my
guys know
head.
who he was?
Not off the top of my head. But they have been ragtagging Borne and DiBiase.
Matt Borne in there taking the punishment. JYD is leveling him, and Matt Borne is feeling what everybody knows the world around that with a JYD, you better pick it
Matt
right.
Borne
I can
rocking
find that
the
out.
Sideshow Bob hairdo.
Crazy show. Jerry Stubbs.
I did,
Mr.
Eric, I
Olympia.
did say when Bourne got tagged in for the first time, I said, oh, look, it's Matt Hyde, your sister from Buddy Rose Bourne.
Oh my gosh. Now look, if this is no DQ, why do they have to tag? Right? That's the referee getting onto him.
Well, a lot of it doesn't make sense.
Well, we watched another no DQ tag match like that with the fantastic, with the fabulous ones in who was it? Rock and Roll? Was it what? Oh, Midnight. Midnight and the Fantastics. I kept calling them the Fabs then too. I guess we're just going to have to watch the Fabs sometime on Legends of
You
Wrestling.
got it on the mind, man.
All the loser leaves town for 90 days.
DiBiase came in as the North American
I
champion.
think. Did he? I think Mr. Olympia was Arn Anderson's tag team partner, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, teamed with Arn Anderson as Super Olympia. I remember Arn putting him over, man, talking about how he had like such a great body, but then like he was bald, so he wore the mask to like hide his head. About how good he was, but he didn't really want to. He liked staying in the Florida Panhandle area.
Because this could cost him his partner. If Olympia dropped the ball, plus it would cost the Mid Sout tag team titles. Matt Borne with a reverse headlock. The dog is cheering his partner on. Hear the crowd chant, "Go Olympia, go! Go Olympia, go!" The great thing about wrestling, professional wrestling, is a sport for the people at home and the
Grabbing the mask, come
Tribal
on.
Chief Lover, I don't know, man. I mean, I thought Benoit was a hell of an in-ring talent, and wasn't a big fan of how things ended, obviously, but I don't think it was all work.
Ordinarily would be a disqualification.
Yeah.
But not in this case. It's a no disqualification match, so saves are illegal. Delia's cautioning dog, but dog.
I
So
feel,
saves are legal in a no disqualification match.
I feel like we are going to see new tag champions. I don't see Bill Watts sending his North American champion away for 30 days.
So I think it's whoever gets pinned is going for 90 days,
Okay.
not both members. I think
Oh,
that's
well,
where they
then
were
Bourne's
putting.
your
Whoever
fall
takes
guy.
the fall.
Bourne
Is it Bourne or is it Mr. Olympia?
could be Mr. Olympia or Bourne. One of those two are your fall
it.
guys.
I think it's going to be Mr. Olympia. Look at that. Using the foot for leverage. Dog ain't having it. Saves are legal now. Dog is jacked here too, man.
He's in good shape.
Yeah.
He's in really good shape in his early Mid
Dog-
Sout days.
Yeah. He was over too, man. So, and Watts always tried to like recreate that dog magic, but you know, there's
There's only
not
one.
necessarily the gimmick; it's the man sometimes.
There's only one. There was only one JYD.
Yeah.
You know just as well as I do. Like, professional wrestling is just all about catching lightning in a bottle. You got to be right place, right time,
Yes, sir.
right people. It's,
They're trying to put every kind of pressure on the Junkyard Dog. Through his friends, through his family, through his tag team
Oh,
partners.
he raked eyes. Just no DQ. I can rake these eyes.
Hanging in. Olympia trying to find out, but DiBiase trying to keep the fresh man in all the time.
Dog said, "No, I'm coming in and saving him." Oh, I like that. Oh, he tried to save him.
Trying to get down the tag.
It'd been nice if he had stopped him.
Iron slam by DiBiase.
slam on.
There's that Bob's
Uh-oh.
away. There's that Bob's away right there.
Whoopee cushion.
Oh, whoopee cushion. Oh, it's a nope. Not done yet.
Why didn't he go for the pin?
I don't know.
Slam.
Nice body slam.
He gave Dog the opportunity to
Oh,
make
drop
the
that
save.
big head on him. I don't know, man. That's a good question. Drag him to his corner. Mash them heads together, too.
Oh, DiBiase's loading.
And there was a ton of talent in Mid South, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I wonder.
Oh, he was trying to load the glove. That's a long jump, man. That's a long jump. Oh, he's going to go over to him. Oh, he took the gimmick. He took the gimmick out of the glove. Is that Duggan? Yep. Dugan?
Oh, yeah, this may be where we get Stagger Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. He clocked him. We are. This is where we're going to get new champs, and this is where Stagger Lee comes into the equation.
Yeah, to fight the Rat Pack.
Junkyard Dog has just lost the Mid Sout title, and the Junkyard Dog, by decree of the contract, will be the man that is forced to leave Mid Sout for 90 days. Boyd
Did the Rat Pack have the Freebird gimmick going on with the tag titles?
I,
Look how skinny those belts are, man.
yeah, they're definitely not big straps. But that was a good tag match. I liked it.
That was, man. The no DQ tag matches always put me off.
We're going, keeping the tag team train rolling. We've got 3 minutes, 57 seconds on this one. It is Dusty Rhodes teaming with the Junkyard Dog, taking on Ted Dibiase and Kamala. This is being listed as a dog collar and bullrope match. So I'm assuming one of them will be strapped with a dog collar. The other one's going to be strapped to Dusty with the bullrope. Are you ready to rock and roll?
We're 56. I'm 3-7 prepared for that. I'm keeping.
Yeah, 3 minutes, 57 seconds should be.
All right, I am good.
All right, 3, 2, 1,
All right.
play.
Dusty Rhodes and JYD. It's Kamala.
Well, we've got this. We've got 2 more to get through. Eric, I don't know if you'll be here for the main event.
Jake or not.
Be Jake. After this, I pulled a short match with Bob Roop. I remember you talked about
Bob Roop.
old Bob Roop on a couple of the territories and rivalry shows, and I was like, we'll just see what Mr. Roop was capable of.
Like Dusty with that big bull rope and JYD with the dog collar. I think you called it on that one, man. Is this Mid South as well? Sam Houston Coliseum. So it's probably Houston wrestling.
This is Houston.
I don't remember what Houston's territory's name was right off.
Houston Wrestling is what I call it.
Yeah.
Listen to the crowd.
Oh, they are. Oh, man, that's 2 of the biggest baby faces of all time. I don't know what's up with DiBiase's trucker hat.
Trucking. I feel like DiBiase should be chained to JYD and Kamala should be hooked up to Dusty.
Yeah. It's in that crowd, man.
The son of a plumber.
Dusty Rhodes. Like when they tried to call Cody Rhodes the grandson of a plumber. I was like, no, don't do that. Stop it. It's not the same now. Don't try to give him the blue collar rub.
Oh, no. Cody's over like Rover, man.
Oh man, so over. He's good, man. I like him a lot. He's good. Saying he don't need that blue collar rub though. Oh look, he's ready to go right now.
Get off the apron,
Oh, no, got the
Kimchi.
trucker hat.
Damn.
Oh, got the truck. Listen to that crowd.
JYD got the hat now. I said, let's go.
Yeah, they popped big for when he took that. Then they popped even bigger when he turned it around backwards.
Oh, no. They're going to chain Kamala to JYD, and they're going to hook Dibiase up with Dusty.
Kamala was a big man too.
My favorite.
Shouldn't ever be worried about Kamala biting him.
My favorite.
He was supposed to be a cannibal. Go ahead, sorry.
My favorite promo, or it wasn't even necessarily a promo, it was my favorite outtake, is with Kamala. Gene Okerlund's
And Mean Gene.
Yeah.
While we're in the town.
Fucky, fucky. Just see Gene go ballistic and lose his shit laughing.
And the Gene outtakes, from when they were trying to, they're doing interviews all day on the road all the time. So the outtakes from when they were, just trying to. Oh, I like that.
I like that. Yep.
Ted trying to crawl away and starts getting choked.
But guys, our next milestone series is scheduled at 750 subscribers on YouTube. We are about 130 away. And a part of that milestone, Eric and I are going to watch promos, some of the best and some of the worst. That may have to make it on there.
Promos and segments.
Like we have to get the
Kamala's selling that
Shockmaster's
really good.
debut. We have to get that.
Oh man, the Shockmaster. Oh man, I knew he'd screw it up. Man, Davey Boy was so good too. He's another one that I'm like, why didn't he get a world? I mean, I understand why he didn't get a world title run, but he's one of those guys that could have been a world champion for sure.
Oh, our heels have turned it around here.
Yep. Is anybody bleeding yet?
I feel like Dusty's going to bleed first. But then again, I have been wrong with just about everything that I've predicted in these matches today.
Dusty was never shy about bleeding.
Goth chimed in. He said Steiner math promo. And
when you do the math, it adds up. The math is right on that promo. Jericho's man of 1,001 holds. Yeah.
Arm.
Look, so when it comes to Dusty, Rhodes, everybody talks about the Hard Times promo, like how good the Hard Times promo was. But there's a promo that he had that I thought was better than the Hard Times promo. Like it would legitimately choke me up. And that's the one where he says, "I don't need a partner, I need a son." When he's getting Dustin to be his partner for the War Games. Such a good promo, man.
I remember that. Oh, dog took a cheap shot at Dibiase.
Blocked it. Blocked the big shot. This crowd is in it too, man.
How does this end? How do you win this match?
I don't know, man.
Usually you would have to touch the corners.
Yeah, you got to touch all four corners. I'm not sure. Oh, did you hear that crowd?
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Double shot. One more? Okay.
Kamala's face paint was pretty cool, man. I think everybody remembers the stars and the moon. Oh, Ted is busted open. But the face paint was legitimately cool. You got that one wrong, man. Ted's the first one to bleed.
Told you. I'm just gonna stop trying to predict anything on this show today because it's. I think I'm batting 0.
You remind me. There was this match. I think it was like Rey Mysterio and Ultimo Dragon, and they were doing all these like back and forth like pin moves. And every time somebody goes for a pin, Bobby Heenan would just went, "He got him," and they'd be like, "No." it's like Heenan and Schiavone. Every pinfall, Heenan goes, "He got him." Finally, the very last time, like when it's the finish, Bobby Heenan goes, "I didn't get him."
Bobby's good on commentating.
Oh man, he was so good. He's so entertaining. Oh, I got the dog with the bell.
Grab them cakes.
Oh. Oh, big karate chop.
Knee drop.
Oh.
What's Dibiase doing here? You don't have a whole lot of rope to play with, Ted.
Oh. I think he's going to drop the bell on him. I dropped the bell on you. Oh.
Get up, Teddy. Oh, we're going via pin.
Man, what a big bump. Oh, that's it. It's over.
It is over. Dibiase doing the honors for Dusty. Not surprised.
Kamala is upset. So get me off of this thing.
Nice ovation.
What a team, man. JYD and Dustry Rhodes. I wonder if Dusty got flashbacks of tagging with Thunderbolt Patterson.
You know, that's a good question. What's happening, Mr. Rain? Good morning to
Yeah,
you,
putting
sir.
the Hall of Fame this year, man. He had some great promos back in the day. What's up, Mr. Rain? Good Saturday morning. Oh, boom.
There we go. Let's slide into.
We're not done yet.
That's right. Our next match, Bob Roop. Man, this when I saw that this one was a thing, I've not really seen a whole lot of Bob Roop. I'm not gonna lie, but I do remember conversations that you and I have had about Bob Roop with Pacific and several other independents that were out there in the territory days. So I wanted to throw it on here, and we're gonna see what Bob Roop can do against Ted Dibiase. Let's make it happen in 3, 2, 1, play. And Eric, I know that you're probably going to be taking off after this match, so let me make my last little break while I got you here, and I will be right back. I'll be watching from my phone.
Mr. Bob Roop and Ted Dibiase. So the thing that I haven't seen a whole lot of Bob Roop either. I just remember the big angle that he did with Steve Kern in Florida. How much heat it got. I don't know if you could do it. You probably couldn't do it nowadays. So Steve Kern's dad was a prisoner of war, and he had got released and he was coming back. And Bob Roop cuts this promo about how Steve Kern's dad was a disgrace, that Bob Roop was a veteran and an Olympian. He served his country, and he thought it was a disgrace that for anybody to be taken as a prisoner of war, and how he should be ashamed. And man, Steve Kern just come flying out of nowhere and jumped on him. They started fighting. Man, it was big heat. Started a big feud.
serve notice to DiBiase that he's going to lift the North American title from from Bob Roop before DiBiase has the chance. That could sure throw that title situation into a rough, tough three-way picture.
Yep, everything is from 79 to 85. This match is from 82. So this is 5 years before he was the $1 Million Man.
People at the television stations. I was just in Oklahoma City, Channel 34, and one of the production men stopped me there, and they said, "We're really so glad that Mid Sout Wrestling is now in the air here. It's the most quality wrestling show that we've ever viewed, and the athletes are great. We really enjoy it. I tell you, it makes my heart really feel good to be a part of it, and to see Grizzly Smith book such great matches right here on TV. This main event right here would be a main event at any arena. It's right here on television. Again, my hats off to Grizzly Smith, and of course, I'll echo your congratulations to Charlie Lay of Tampa, Florida, in his new duties as president of Mid South. I think it's
hooking the hammerlock with the foot, dropping back.
And bringing matches to all the top cities that the fans are turning out in record numbers. Hammerlock. DiBiase, a determined man. Roop's got to be wondering right now. Bob Roop is a master of strategy. He's the credentials are there. We can't go over them. They're a matter of record. A national AAU champion from Southern Illinois University, Pan American Game champion, Olympian, good in Greco-Roman, good in freestyle, and his professional.
Nice elbow.
Like him or not,
Nice little cutoff.
great move by DiBiase.
Simple but effective.
Roop starting with an arm whip. DiBiase.
I like that too. That was nice.
Dropped down, arm stepped him back, and now you see him pounding that hammerlock with those knee lifts. Oh, Roop goes up on that shoulder to try to get some of that pressure off that hammerlock. In amateur, you can't take the hammerlock past the 45. In pro, you can go all the way up with it. Bob Roop's trying to stick that hand back to block, and DiBiase into a reverse half Nelson. Bob Roop didn't learn that in his collegiate or his amateur days of going to the hair. But it's effective. Wherever your head goes, your body's going to go. And he got out of the hold. And in pro, you got 4 seconds to break an illegal hold. But Bob Roop is really backpedaling there, and that arm is starting to bother him as DiBiase keeps up the attack. A methodical attack for a man so emotional over what's happened to him, which may be very, very smart. You think that DiBiase would be so mad that he'd go out there and maybe get carried away into a scattergun situation. But he's very, very methodical about what he's
Charlie
doing.
horse that leg with that knee.
He knows he has to beat him in a non-title match, or Roop will refuse to meet him in a title match. And Bob Roop also, to show you how high the stakes are, knows if he can beat DiBiase here, or to just keep DiBiase from beating him, that he won't have to grant him that title match. A pursued man, Bob Roop, by both DiBiase and Paul Orndorff. Orndorff, his former partner, the man that Roop would design it, and Orndorff would execute.
I've been laughing at Bill Watts' commentary, just so you know.
Step over toe hold, puts the pressure on the joint, on the knee joint. That's putting it sideways against
Favorite line was when he said this could be a main event anywhere.
Some of your
the hinge of the joint of the knee. That could be a really
main event, any down. So Mr. Rain, who are some of my favorite wrestlers, present or of all time? All time, you know, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Stan Hansen, Sawa, Kawada, Dusty Rhodes, Mick Foley. Like, those are some of my all-time favorites. Vader. I love Vader too. Present, man, like Cody Rhodes is super good right now, honestly. Jey Uso is over with me. Like, I wouldn't say but he's definitely over with me, and I used to be a big Usos hater. Like, it's just over, man. It's just entertaining. He's super entertaining. Man, I like Alexander Hammerstone a lot. Jacob Fatu. I'm a huge Briscoe Brothers fan. Like, and Steve, God, stop it. I'm not a Steamboat.
I was waiting on that.
Oh, man.
Oh, Misawa, you should definitely educate on.
Oh, yes. Misawa is Misawa's my all-time favorite Japanese wrestler, for sure. Hands down. He was so good, man. Like, he took that tiger mask off and just took off as himself. I can say I've never seen a bad Masawa match too. So Savage, I do love Savage Goth. Savage is awesome. I've started to like Savage more and more as I got older. Like I never disliked him, but the older I get, like the more I like Savage. Like sometimes I'll just randomly watch Randy Savage promos, man. Like the cream of the crop promo, that's got to make our our list, man.
I mean, it will. We're gonna have fun putting
He
that
just
one
keeps
together.
he just keeps pulling these little cups of cream out of nowhere like he's a magician. But all-time favorite, hands down, Hulk Hogan.
Brother.
Yeah, brother.
There's that power slam.
Yeah, that was a nice power slam. You know who else I really like a lot that you don't hear people talk about too much? Buzz Sawyer.
Yeah.
Terry Funk is awesome too, Rain. Big Terry Funk fan. I'm notoriously not a Steamboat fan. Like I get Steamboat was good, just not a fan. Roop said I won. No, you didn't. Oh, I thought the match ended already. What's wrong with me? Oh, the ref was out. Ted made the count. I was busy reading the chat.
I thought the power slam the ref was up. Did I miss that?
Maybe he was. I thought that he was, but then I thought I missed it because the match kept going. I guess Roop thought he won, and Ted said, nope, beat him again.
Well, Eric, it is 8:58. Now you said you had to get out of here at 9. So, do you want to tell the peeps goodbye and all that good stuff?
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in, jumping in the chat. We couldn't do this without you guys. Just make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get to that 750. Watch some great promos. Stick around for the rest of the show. Paige has got a lot of stuff dropping today. A lot of stuff going on all week on the channel, so make sure you're checking it all out.
Eric, man, it's always a pleasure, brother. Go do what you need to do. Best of luck tonight, and we'll talk here soon.
Appreciate it, man. You guys have a good day. Heads are going to roll.
See you, brother. All right, guys.
Later, man.
We're going to move into the main event, or what is the main event. We kind of watched our main event early because Eric and I have a love for Brad Armstrong, and I wanted him to be able to check that match out. I'm going to take his screen off, but we're going to leave his name up there because, guys, you need to follow him on socials. It's Eric Larry Steele, man. It's great. Here we go. 1985. This is Mid South. It's Dibiase. It's Jake Roberts. Let's make it happen. Let's end this show on a solid note. Appreciate everybody who's dropped in and taking a peek at what we've got going on. If you're watching over on YouTube, go down below. Click the links. Do the thing. We've got a merch store open now. We're doing all kinds of things over on YouTube and here on Twitch. What was that little gyration Jake did on his knees? Rocking the karate pants. Man, Jake was over like Rover in Mid South too, man. Remember the DDT on Dark Journey? He's telling him, check it. didn't get him to check the tights, so. I can't tell what they're chanting, but it. Dibiase's going to milk it a little bit. There we go. Got our clock up. I don't know why they would be chanting rock and roll in a Jake match, but if that's what it was that they were chanting, all right. We got a nice crowd here in this baseball stadium. Or is it Go Jake Go? Could be Go Jake Go. Well, it looked like they both blocked. There we go. Oh. We looked for it. He almost had it, too. Or Dibiase got the fuck out of Dodge as quick as he could right there. That DDT was seconds away from being connected on. And yeah, every time I hear cowbell or I see cowbell, I go to that Saturday Night Live skit with Christopher Walken. We need more cowbell. Hair pull. Hey, Jake giving it back to him, brother. If you want to go that route, I'll go that route too. I think it is Go Jake Go. Referee trying to break him up. Old Dibiase clocked him with a right. There's that knee lift. Eric and I were talking about that earlier. Oh, and again, Dibiase escaping out to the floor. He knows that is the danger zone. Oh, Dibiase did not like that. He's really letting the crowd rattle him. Side headlock takeover. Shoulders down, referee. Referee caught him with the hair pull. Jake maintaining control of the side headlock. Dibiase's going to have to find a way out. They got it with the hair pull back into the ropes. He loaded it up that time and got him. Right hand. Third attempt at the DDT. Third escape by Dibiase. Jake getting frustrated. Oh, he's fucking. I'm going out after him. Is that going to cost him? Yes, it does. Into the steps. Or a table, excuse me. Jim Ross right there. Oh, Dibiase using the ropes to his advantage, going after the back of Roberts too. Oh, Jake's almost got his way out. Dibiase relentless. Taking every advantage he can. I'm not mad at him either. You got to do what you got to do. You're in there with Jake Roberts. Talking that shit. You better stay on top of him. Swinging neck breaker. Just a 2. I mean, it's really hard to believe that this is just a few years shy of the $1 Million Man character. And boy, off to the races he went. Dibiase continuing his assault. love his fist drop. Oh, Jake's opened up. Foot on the rope. Barely managed to break that pin. We need to see a fiery comeback from Roberts here. Oh, I finally got something right. Block. Roberts trying to create a little space here. God, listen to that crowd. Oh, Roberts hit the referee with a flying lariat. And here comes the fuckery. This is the moment that Dibiase has been waiting for. Oh. He dropped it. DDT. Cover. Roberts gets the win. Oh no. Roberts is going to get the win. Nice attempt at trying to ploy the. I just want to make sure that we don't see a dusty finish here, where it gets reversed at the last second. Doesn't look like that's the case. That's just a little nugget of Ted Dibiase before the $1 Million Man was a thing, before the Vince deal was with the WWE was a thing, all that good stuff, guys. So it's a little piece of why this man is a legend. Before I throw the logo back up on the screen, I've already done it, so it is what it is at this point. Just want to remind you before we get out of here, our merch is available. It is a thing. Links are going to be down below, and there's a little piece of it. All kinds of T-shirts, all kinds of colors. Color schemes are on point. We got mugs. We got stickers. Shout out to Dark Horse Jacks for making that happen for us here on our podcasting channels. Guys and gals, this has been fun. Every Saturday morning, we're here live at 7:30 a.m. We're looking at a wrestling legend. We're looking at territories. We're looking at rivalries. Sundays at 3 p.m., we have Wrestling Request Live with the sexiest man in the Netherlands, Goth. Inside the Indies is on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're watching a different independent show from all over the world, and then we do our independent wrestling spotlights on Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern time here in the States. Over on YouTube, guys, our Beyond the Bell series. So if you haven't, go down below, click the like, click the subscribe. Listen, watch. It's fun. It's professional wrestling. Brings people together. I'm Chris Page, and we'll see you next time.